Rashad, why you
Anyway,
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump lit.
What's up, Rashad?
Yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey,
Love you.
Rashad.
So Ciara posted these new pics after becoming a citizen of Benin. She traced her heritage, her lineage back to Benin in Africa. And so she went out there, she spent some time, she became a citizen, and she mentioned it on Ciara Day in Atlanta because July 28th is Ciara Day in Atlanta, and they did this whole thing where she opened up, I think, a dance studio, I want to say, or they dedicated a dance studio to her, and she showed up and she did a press conference and she said, yeah, I just got back from Benin where, you know, my roots are out there, my people are out there, but I grew up here in Atlanta and I'm seeing all the people I grew up with. So her entire thing of doing the photo shoot, of going out there, becoming a citizen, all of those things, right? It turned into another discussion of the FBA, the Foundational Black Americans. And so here we go. Here's one thing from that entire back and forth. FBA is down bad. I'm seeing videos like this daily. So let's see, 3.5 minutes.
Yo was saying, yeah, I'm a Black American and I'm an African American. So all the xenophobic comments trying to tell me that I ain't Black American.
Sorry for the volume being down. Y'all just turn it up.
Shit, y'all can leave them, but I don't really care. It don't affect me. You dig? And also trying to tell me I ain't FBA. I don't want to be FBA. You guys are a cult, and I'm about to get on y'all right now. Hey, look, let's not get this confused because I try to use it as an argument. The sun dodging, crunching, munching European, no, I don't like him.
Ooh.
Straight up out the gate. Straight up. He ain't playing no game with him. He know I don't like him. But you niggas, they like to destroy and try to talk down on my ancestors' history. Who's supposed to be your ancestors' history? Yeah, I got a problem with you niggas. Straight up. What the fuck? And y'all gotta know that. The sun dodging, crunching munch, he know I don't like him. Straight the fuck up. He know I don't like him. Y'all niggas, I don't like y'all niggas. Y'all my family, but I don't like y'all niggas because y'all very distasteful and disrespectful. You have the nerve to try to come with division while trying to pass out some form of sick inside of only America Black unity. Oh, I'm on you, fucking bro. And on top of that, FBA and its twin, which they align themselves with, named ADOS, are hate occult groups who spread division amongst the Black community. Not only that, they marginalize Black people amongst their own community. Not only that, ADOS has aligned itself with YT sun dodging supremacists. Not only that, ADOS and FBA have the nerve to co-opt the movements and the works that our ancestors did and then try to make it fit their own narrative, acting as if they don't understand it. Marginalizing the Black community inside of America, who's already a marginalized community, isn't going to help but going to make it worse. And then you want to sit here and fight for reparations. And specifically, we talking about ADOS, you want to fight for reparations and you want people to have these here documents. Like everybody's supposed to be able to produce a document. Man. And then on top of that, now hold on. On top of that, because FBA got the want and got the nerve to try to sit here and tell everybody they're not African, and they go off their genealogy and tell everybody to read these fucking documents. And then when you go off the DNA, they say that's YT man science, sun dodger science, and but who documented your genealogy? Because all y'all don't got your great grandparents and birth certificate. And then where these birth certificates come from? Huh? Where these pass and weight certificates come from? Where did these bills of sale come from? Huh? Any of the things that you can use to point out somebody with genealogy, you understand that they have to use the sun dodging. Man, you understand they have to use the sun dodging system of government to document themselves, right?
Sun dodging, by the way, is hilarious.
So to turn around and try to tell somebody who uses their DNA, which comes from their blood, that this is YT man science and that this is not real, but you want to use.
I mean, he makes a lot of great points there, bro. He makes a lot of great points there. I think it's a weird. I just feel like it's a weird development of like we were Native Americans. We were this. We didn't come from Africa. It's weird. Like, it's like, where did all this animosity come towards Africans? And then, you know, like, the Essence Festival thing, but that was a whole thing. I will say this. I obviously am a Black American. My culture is Black American, everything like that. I do believe a lot of the roots come from the drums and stuff like that in Africa, like hip hop, all that, the drums and stuff like that in Africa have kind of correlated to hip hop and soul music and dance music, everything like that, house, everything with some rhythm in it, with Black people music, which is everything in America. Everything got rhythm in it because we are the rhythm in it and stuff like that. We have the soul that comes from us in Africa. Like, everything traces back to us in Africa. So it's like, I get the Black American thing because it's like, it's a very unique experience. It's something that I think Black Americans have dealt with, kind of this identity. I don't want to say crisis, but kind of, you know, you've been thrown into this new situation, this new country, and you're kind of like, all right, what's my heritage? What's my culture? Like, what's my history? Like, I don't know. They did their best to like rinse it all away from us, right? And strip it down from us. So it's just like, dang, I don't know. They hand us these textbooks in grade school, and it's like, it started with the slave trade. It didn't. The transatlantic slave trade. So I understand. Okay, if I can't find this out, we just gonna say, hey, we're gonna start a whole new thing. Black Americans, yeah. That's what we are. That's what we stand on. Black Americans, stand up, check in, tap in. I get it, but at the same time, it's like, dang, we got to do it at the expense of talking down on Africans. We got to do it at the expense of talking down on the rest of the diaspora, just because like a Dominican say, I know Black, I Dominican, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if they deny or whatever, see, it's so many difficult elements to this. It's so many it's not an easy conversation. That's why it is a conversation online. And I'm sure people in the comments will let me know. So I hope people find this video, first of all, with FBA, and could offer me some insight that I don't know about some stuff. I'm like, hey, this is why we do it, ABC. And then people against FBA, you know, who might be Pan-Africanists or whatever the case might be like, yeah, you were right when this and that, because I got African homies that, you know what I'm saying? Like, my best friend, you know what I'm saying? Not to say, I got a best friend that's white, I can't be racist. But I rock with the Africans, bro. I really rock with the Africans. And I think there's a reason why naturally Afro beats and the drums and all this is like something that I draw to. I think it's because it's in my blood. But, y'all let me know in the comments, people who are more versed in this. Dang, we're not even done with the FBA. Hold on. Here's another one right here. They showing the Black Americans showing love to the African restaurant.
Just telling him, I see why the woman is fit in your culture. They eat good. They eat real good. Food is so good. We love it. Thank you.
So this is like a unity thing of just like yo, we are one. You know what I'm saying? Everything like that. Now, do I think necessarily a place like Essence Festival, which was for Black Americans and Black American culture, do I think that should turn into this and just nothing but that and stuff and majority that? I don't think so. But however, that isn't what I saw in real time. Like, in real life, I seen a lot of stuff catered to Black Americans. Like, it wasn't that much that was just like culture and, you know what I'm saying, diaspora based. Next thing, I think this is the last part of the FBAs. This is another low volume video. I apologize for that. Y'all just turn it up.
Didn't work out too well because all I'm seeing on my feed is Black people saying we ain't with that. Listen, FBA is a scam. FBA is something that was created by the feds. It's FBI. FBA stands for FBI. So if you're a part of that so-called movement, then you're a part of the problem. And my thing is that, listen, for our diaspora brothers and sisters, please understand, don't generalize me and people like me, you know, who standing on Black empowerment and Pan-Africanism across the diaspora and unity as the only solution, don't count me in with these idiots that you see making these statements about, oh, we hate the Africans, or we not Africans, or we the indigenous, or we the, don't think that we all think that way, because what it does is that you start to attribute that to the entire group, and then you start saying things that becomes offensive to the entire group because of what they doing. All Black Americans are not FBAs. All Black Americans don't think like that. All Black Americans don't use that terminology. In fact, that is a manufactured movement that was literally designed to create division amongst Black people. So don't think that that's all of us. Most of us don't think that way. Most of us ain't on that. If we talking about boycotting anything, it's going to be this oppressive, racist system that, you know, has been wronging us since the beginning. If there's a boycott, it's going to be a boycott of that. And if there's energy being put into anything, it's energy being put into unity and developing our own institutions and self-reliance. If you're not pushing out that type of energy, then there's not even a need for a conversation. But all I've been seeing August 1st, and they say this is Black August, you know, so power to the people. But all I've been seeing on my feed,
I ain't never heard of no Black August. Shout out Black August.
is Black people saying, the Black Americans saying, that's bull crap. We ain't with that. Who's doing that? Who's saying that? You know, and you got to think like this algorithm will trick you into thinking that something is occurring.
Man, what? Boy, done said a word right there. I'm sorry. I know the video on the volume on the video is low, and then I came back in loud. I apologize for your ears. He said a word right here. It reminded me of the what they call the BBC side or the BB side with a dude, and he was talking about, yeah, man, like, man, Blacks are wiping the white population off the earth because of this. Like, look it up. And it's like, you know, just a bunch of videos. It's like a sector of the internet where there's a bunch of videos of white girls being like, yeah, we with Black men now. We don't like white boys. And it's like a whole thing. If that's your whole algorithm of just videos like that, as a white dude, you're going to believe, like, seriously, oh, man, white women don't even like us anymore. Like, you it's so stupid. But if you get cornered into a specific part of the internet thanks to the algorithm and get you'll be programmed to think that's reality, bro. It's crazy. All right, back to the video. You can turn back up the volume now because the volume's low. I saw someone new just joined the live, so yeah.
And if it's something that you watch, you ain't only got, especially on TikTok, you only got to watch one video. You ain't even got to agree with it, but you watch one video, and before you know it, that's all you're going to be seeing. And in your mind, you're going to be thinking, oh, there's a lot of Black people thinking this way. There's a lot of Black people saying this. No, it's not. You've seen it, and then the algorithm thought you liked it, and now they're showing you more people who saying it, but that's not a indicative of a whole. That's a small percentage. You know what I'm saying? And thankfully, well, at least for right now, I fell on the side of TikTok where I'm finding other Pan-African based Afrocentric, and I don't even like the terminology so much, but Black people who not ashamed of themselves, who don't hate themselves, or are not ashamed of themselves, and who understand that unity is the only solution for changing our condition here or anywhere else. So if you Black, wherever you from, and you're not about coming together with others who share the same history, identity, and, you know, situation as you, then you part of the problem. But I'm so glad to see Black America standing up against this FBA. I think this might actually be the end of them. I think that this just might be the end of the FBA, because it's so many Black people saying, we ain't with this garbage. Go on with this garbage. I'm tired of seeing this. Go on with this garbage. This might be your demise, Tariq. I don't know. You might want to be careful.
Dang, they turning, Black community turning on Tariq Nasheed. Dang, twin. That's crazy. Next, man.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.